Welcome to class 10 students. This is the continuation part of the chapter environment, its resources and their conservation. I am doing the subtopic 5C. The name of the subtopic is environment and human population. In my previous two videos I discussed with you the consequences of overpopulation in our world, and 8 points are there, 8 reasons, 8 not the reasons, 8 effects or consequences are there which occur due to overpopulation. Okay, so now the next topic we have is environment and human health, how different environmental hazards affect human health. We are now going to talk about that. Okay, various lung diseases, cancer, etc. May develop due to environmental pollution and ever increasing population. Okay, so first we are going to talk about a few lung diseases, which is asthma. The first one that we are going to talk about is asthma. So you more or less everybody is familiar with the disease. The name of the disease asthma. Okay, so this is a chronic lung disease. The word chronic means long term. There are two types of diseases, means depending on its duration. One is chronic, meaning which is long term, whose effect is not so dangerous, and the other one is acute, means which is short lived, short term, but its effect is very very dangerous, its effect is very harmful and fatal. Okay, so asthma is a chronic lung disease where respiratory airways become narrow, produces extra mucus which results into difficulty in breathing. So why do the respiratory airways become narrow? Due to the deposition of extra mucus formed within our respiratory system, and those extra mucus are deposited within the respiratory pathways. Okay, airways. The space which is available for the air to pass, that becomes less, means the diameter of the air passage becomes much less than what normal should be, and this results into difficulty in breathing. Since suppose this much amount of this is the diameter of a normal air passage, and if the inner wall is filled up with mucus, mucus is deposited within the inner wall, and only this much of sorry, I don't know if you can see or not, but the point is, if the diameter is decreased, that will obviously cause a difficulty in breathing. Okay, and it also triggers coughing and wheezing. Wheezing is a whistling sound during breathing. When people are having difficulty in breathing, suppose in cough and cold also it happens, there also mucus deposition takes place and people have difficulty in breathing, and there also you might see this especially happens in children. When they are breathing, a rattling or a whistling sound comes out from the chest. Okay, so that is known as wheezing, and it also results into development of chest congestion. The chest feels congested. Some environmental triggers for asthma may be animal dander. Now, what is animal dander? It is composed of tiny flakes of skin, flakes, the spelling is wrong over here. Tiny flecks of skin means small skin parts of animals like cat, dog, rabbit, guinea pig, birds, etc. And not only the parts of skin, all these flecks of skin, hair and feather of their body, means body hair of cat, dog, and feathers of birds, all these are considered to be animal dander. And people who are allergic to all these things, if they inhale these tiny flecks of skin or the body hair of the animals, if they inhale these things, or through the nose also if these things enter their body, this will trigger asthma, means they will have difficulty in breathing and will also develop chest congestion. Okay, next we have no, this point is not over yet. This may cause allergic condition to develop asthma. Okay, next we have number 2, pollen grains of plant like Parthenium. So we all know pollen grains are the male sex unit of flowers, of flowering plants, which need a ovary of a female flower, and when the pollen grains falls within the ovary, then only a new flower is produced, a zygote is produced, and from a zygote new flower is produced. Okay, so these pollen grains, when they are transferred by wind, means when wind acts as a agent of these pollen grains are very very light in weight, and they, means why are they light in weight? Because so that they can be carried by the wind from one flower to the other flower in search of pollination. Okay, to perform pollination. And as these pollen grains are so light in weight, if there is a very strong wind or breeze, people might take in through nose or mouth while breathing, and people who are allergic to means who are very much allergic, in them this might cause asthma like conditions as well. Okay, so first is animal dander, second cause is pollen grains, third is dust and mold. So a lot of people have dust allergy. Suppose there is a lot of dust, and if it goes inside the nose, that will also cause trigger, means it will trigger coughing and difficulty in breathing, and ultimately will lead to chest congestion. Okay, number 4 trigger for asthma is man-made chemicals like smoke of fossil fuel combustion. Means when a fossil fuel are burned, the smoke may also trigger asthma. SO2, NO2, O3 means ozone, cigarette smoke, all these things which are part of the environment, and they can trigger coughing and wheezing and asthma like conditions in people. Okay, so we are done with the first lung disease, which is asthma. You will have to learn the symptoms of asthma and the possible environmental triggers, the causes of asthma very very well, because this type of questions can come from this chapter. Okay, so we have a few more diseases left, 2 diseases left from this subpart, which is bronchitis and cancer, and after that I am going to start the next subtopic, which is biodiversity and its importance. So I hope this till asthma it is clear to everybody, and so that I can start from the next disease in the next video. Okay, thank you.